You've heard the phrase good luck or bad luck your whole life. We say it when someone wins the lottery. We say it when someone loses their job. But what if luck doesn't exist the way you think it does? What if the worst day of your life was actually the best thing that ever happened to you? And what if your greatest success was leading you toward failure? Today's story will challenge everything you believe about fortune and misfortune. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll never judge a situation the same way again. There was an old farmer named Wei who lived in a rural village in northern China. He owned a small farm with wheat fields and a single horse. This horse was valuable. It helped Wei plow his fields and carry supplies to the market. One morning, Wei woke up to find his horse had broken through the fence. The animal was gone. His neighbors gathered around, shaking their heads. "What terrible luck," they said. "How will you work your farm now? This is a disaster." Wei looked at the empty stable. He nodded slowly. "Maybe," he said. That was all. Just maybe. The neighbors were confused. They expected Wei to be angry or sad, but he went about his day as if nothing had happened. He carried water by hand. He pulled the plow himself. His back ached, but his face remained calm. "Doesn't he understand what he lost?" the villagers whispered. "That horse was everything." A week passed. Then one evening, Wei's horse returned, but it wasn't alone. The horse had found a herd of wild horses in the mountains. 7 beautiful wild horses followed behind it. They all came into Wei's stable. The neighbors rushed over, amazed. "What incredible luck!" they shouted. "You're rich now. You can sell these horses for a fortune. This is wonderful." Wei looked at the 8 horses. He nodded slowly. "Maybe," he said. Nothing more came out from his mouth. Again, the neighbors were puzzled. Why wasn't he celebrating? Any other man would be dancing with joy. But Wei simply fed the horses and went to bed. The next day, his teenage son began training the wild horses. The boy was excited, maybe too excited. He climbed onto the strongest horse to break it in. The horse bucked wildly. Wei's son flew off and crashed to the ground. His leg twisted beneath him with a sickening crack. The village doctor came. "The leg is badly broken," he said. "The boy won't walk properly for months, maybe longer." The neighbors gathered again, their faces full of pity. "What horrible luck," they cried. "Your only son injured. Who will help you with the farm now? This is terrible." Wei sat beside his son's bed. He touched the boy's shoulder gently. "Maybe," he said. The neighbors walked away, frustrated. They thought Wei was in denial. They didn't understand reality. "The old man has lost his mind," some said. But Wei continued his work. He cared for his son. He tended his fields. His expression never changed. 2 weeks later, military officers rode into the village. The empire was at war. Every healthy young man was being drafted into the army. The officers went door to door, taking sons away from their families. Mothers wept. Fathers protested, but it was no use. The war was brutal. Most soldiers never returned home. The officers came to Wei's house. They saw his son lying in bed, his leg wrapped and useless. "This one cannot fight," the officers said. They moved on to the next house. Wei's son would stay home, safe. The neighbors gathered one more time, but now their faces showed understanding. "You are so fortunate," they said quietly. "Your son is the only young man in the village who doesn't have to go to war. What amazing luck." Wei looked at his son, who would heal in time. He looked at the neighbors who had lost their sons. "Maybe," he said. Now, you may have noticed something powerful in this story. Wei never celebrated the good. He never mourned the bad. He understood something most people never learn. We don't know the end of any story while we're living it. What looks like a disaster today might save your life tomorrow. What feels like a blessing right now might lead to pain next year. Think about your own life for a moment. That job you didn't get, the relationship that ended, the opportunity that fell through. You called it bad luck. You felt defeated. But what came after? Maybe that rejection led you somewhere better. Maybe that closed door opened a window you never knew existed. The same works in reverse. That promotion you celebrated, that easy success, that shortcut you took, it felt like good fortune. But did it make you complacent? Did it lead you away from your real path? We're terrible at judging our own lives while we're living them. We see one chapter and think it's the whole book. Wei's wisdom wasn't about being cold or emotionless. It was about staying present, not getting swept away by the highs or crushed by the lows. When you stop labeling every event as good or bad, you stop riding an emotional roller coaster. You start seeing life as it actually is, a continuous flow where everything connects to everything else. So, the next time something bad happens to you, pause before you judge it. Say, maybe, like Wei did. And when something good happens, enjoy it, but hold it lightly. Say, maybe, again, because you don't know the end of your story yet. None of us do. If you want to share this story with more people, please like this video. I'll see you next time with another story like this. So, be patient, be grateful, and keep moving forward in life.